Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are using the Peach palette by Too Faced, which is one of my absolute favorite palettes ever. It smells delicious, the colors are so beautiful and so pigmented. If you don't have it, you definitely need to pick it up. I am just starting off by priming my eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer and then setting that with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I kind of applied it all over the lid, on the inner corner, and underneath anywhere where I'll be putting shadows. Then digging into this baby right here, I'm going to be using a Morphe just blending brush. It is pretty stiff. And I'm just dipping into the color Puree. It's like a warm brown color, but not too red. And just applying that as I would any transition shade. It's a little darker than a transition shade, but using just the peach palette, that's kind of all you got to work with. And just windshield wiper motion back and forth on my lids from inner corner to outer. Now going in with another stiff dome brush. This one's by e.l.f. It was like $1, which how can you beat that? And dipping into the colors Summer Young and Charmed, I'm sure. I'm just going to apply that on the outer V, on the inner corner, and then drag it up and blend it out in the middle, creating that halo effect. I don't know about the rest of you, but I always get nervous putting a dark shadow on my inner corner like that. Like, what if it goes wrong? What if I look like a panda? Then going back in with the same brush that I used for Puree, I'm just blending those two out and blending the colors together. After you blend it out, if you find that it's not dark enough or deep enough, you can just go back and do the same steps over, applying it on the outer V and on the inner corner, and then blending it together. Next, I'm taking just a flat tip brush. Nothing ever focuses for me, I don't understand. This one's by Morphe, and I note now that literally everything I do in this video is upside down or backwards, so just go with it. I'm taking the color Nectar in the palette. It's a golden champagne, like sparkly color. It's so beautiful. I'm just applying that on the center of my lid, packing it on there. Because once you start to blend and brush it away, you lose some of that pigment, which is to be expected, so I just like to pack it all on. And then going back in with that same first brush that I used by Morphe and blending it out. And I'm going to take it on my finger because there's no brush like finger, and just pack it on there some more, and then it kind of blends itself out. Then taking the Balm Schwing eyeliner, that's such a cool name, but they always have super cool names. I had just bought it that day, so this is like my first time ever using it. It's amazing. It's now my go-to eyeliner for the rest of my life. And I'm just going to line my eyes, and then I'm going to do like the tiniest wing ever, which is so unlike me and so weird because I'm usually rocking that big wing. And just dragging it out slightly to create that tiny little wing. After that, I just went off camera and did the other side and applied my false lashes. These ones are by Ardell, and I believe they're the soft touch ones, but I'm not sure on the number. Then taking one of my favorite foundations ever, it's the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and this is literally my summer foundation because their lightest shade is becoming too dark for me in my pale winter skin. But I'm just taking a Real Techniques damp beauty sponge and blending that all over my entire face. This stuff is literally amazing. It covers everything. And drag it as far down my neck as I possibly can so nobody can tell the difference. And of course we're Snapchatting because we have no self-control. Cool. Awesome. Now I've noticed with this foundation a little goes a long way, but it also dries pretty quickly. Like it gets tacky so that it's not very spreadable. So when you're like me and take 500 Snapshots while you're doing your makeup, it doesn't go as far as you hoped. So just a little tidbit of information there. There we go, backwards again. I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and applying that under my eyes, around like the edges of my nose, down the center of my nose, my forehead, my chin. You know the drill. And then just blending that out again with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. It's always damp. You'll never hear me say my dry Real Techniques beauty sponge because now that I've learned about damp beauty sponges, I'll never go back and the dry ones just feel gross. And then with the e.l.f. HD setting powder, I'm just going to go ahead and bake underneath my eyes and kind of all those spots where I know that I get oily quickly or if I get greasy or gross. Definitely gonna set those as well. I've heard things about it having flashback, but I've never experienced that. But quite frankly, like all the times that I've done this, I've been going out for the day, so I'm not 100% sure. And then for the rest of my face, I'm just gonna set it with Fit Me powder as well. And we forgot something. Okay, then going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. I don't even remember the name of these shades. I'd probably have to pop the pans out, but it's the two bottom shades, the first two. And then just slightly contouring my cheeks out. And then going in with an Urban Decay blush. This is so old, I don't even know if they make this color anymore. Probably not. That packaging is 8 million years old, but it's in the color Score, and it's like this pretty peachy color with some gold flecks in it. I don't know, it's amazing, but I'm never getting rid of it. Then I'm going to wipe away all of that powder underneath my eyes and go in with Mary Luminizer by the Balm and Champagne Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. It's such a beautiful combination. I'm totally obsessed with it. And just going to overly highlight the high points of my face. And then probably add more because I have no self-control. I'm going to buff all three of those dark shades underneath my eyes, Puree, Summer Yum, and Charmed, I'm sure, just to kind of smoke out the bottom lash line, and then apply my Ulta, I believe it's Legendary Length mascara. For my lips, I'm using Babydoll by NYX Lip Lingerie. It is just the most beautiful, light baby pink color ever, and it's not too overpowering. I really do love the Lip Lingerie formulas. I don't know if I like them more than the Liquid Suede. Some of the Liquid Suede colors I really like, some of them I don't, but the Lip Lingeries never seem to let me down.